If you're new to this video and you want to know all about living in the Bryan College Station area, then click subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and check us out. My name's Jeff, along with Tara and David. We make up the Schellenberger team. We've helped people find their forever home. We've helped people invest in property and find their second home. All of our information's in the description box below, so don't hesitate to reach out to us and get that conversation started about getting you here to the Bryan College Station area. We've helped people just like you find the right place at the right time.
Right here.
So today we are talking 55 and older.
Yeah.
Bryan College Station has a few, I guess you'd call it pockets.
Pockets would be, yes.
And older areas. We're going to look at the outside and the inside of just a couple and just kind of give you an idea of the 55 and older. So let's get into that, and then we'll talk more about 55 and older later.
Sounds good. We are in a community that's part of what's called the Cloisters in Central Bryan. And I have to say, personally, this is one of my favorite 55 and older communities. We'll show you around a little bit, but it is so quaint and quiet and beautiful and peaceful. And we just spent 50 minutes talking to a neighbor. They are so friendly and do a lot together as a little community. But this is an example of one of the areas in Bryan College Station that does have a 55 and older community. So for example, this townhome right behind me is on the market. It will not last. It has been completely remodeled on the inside and it looks fantastic. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It is about 1,500 square feet, and they're asking $270,000 for that, which puts it at about $178 a foot. And you know, this is something I was not aware of until I started working in this industry, but because I've never lived in townhomes, but you have to make sure they have the fire breaks. So like, that's what you can see here with the cinder blocks is a fire break between each unit. So when you're looking at older units, like these were built in 1994, you want to make sure that's in place. And so it's just something to be mindful of. But a little bit about this area, it's kind of considered old Bryan. And so it's been just really maintained well. People have taken care of their homes. A lot of families have lived here generationally. And it's just a quiet, beautiful part of the city to live in. So these don't last long, but this is an example of one of the very few 55 and older communities that we have in Bryan College Station.
We're out here at another one. This one's considered a patio home, or you could call it a townhouse because it is connected. We've got a 1-car garage. This one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's here in Bryan. And it's a 55 and older community, but the nice thing, it's on a nice quiet street and it's at the end of a cul-de-sac. And with the patio homes like this, since there's so many right here together, there's even parking across the way, which helps. So let's go in and check out this property. All right, so coming into the property, like I said, this one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It does have a 1-car garage that we saw there, and it's right off the entry here. It's got its own washer dryer area, but then you kind of swing into this large open concept area. So you've got your dining area, your living area with a beautiful fireplace, and then nice open kitchen. This was built in 2014. And back then you had a lot of natural cabinetry This has the darker stained natural cabinetry, but it's got a gas stovetop, which a lot of people are looking for, your microwave.
Has some like built in. It's like the little section over here. I guess this would really be part of it. You would put your dining room table there on the other side, on the side of the bar, and then you have these built-ins over here.
Right, and they'll have space for stools up at the bar right here. So it has its own pantry, which a lot of people like, but they have made it to where it's really accessible for people who are 55 and over. So it's all one floor. The flooring, you can easily get across it in a wheelchair or anything like that. It's not carpeted. So come up forward here a little more. You can see the wider doorways, and this is almost kind of a little suite up here. So you could kind of have two different suites. You've got the bedroom, and then check out the bathroom here. You've got the wide doorway. You've got plenty of space that if you need to get in and
just move around,
and it's got the tub shower combo.
Yeah, negotiate that easily in a wheelchair if you needed to.
Yeah. And a good sized room. The ceilings are high, which helps. Now, with this being a patio home, there are no windows on one side, and then you've got your neighbor on the other side. So you've kind of got windows only in the front and the back. So that kind of limits your natural light. And this one in particular, they screened in the back porch. So that kind of cuts down on the light. So that's the one drawback of being in like a townhome or patio home if you're not on the corner. But again, it's large and spacious. You can get plenty of furniture in here, enjoy the fireplace. So let's go back and look at the primary. Now, the way they set up the primary is kind of neat because you've got a separate sitting area, which we'll show you here in just a second. You've got the main room, and then you've got a primary bathroom, and it is curbless shower. There's a little curb, but it's curbless shower, and it's got a sitting area and things like that. So, but you can make that into an office. You can make it into a sitting area. It's got great light. It's actually probably got the best light in any of the rooms.
Yes, you have the two windows in here. Some great sliding doors to make it private.
With a transom window, so you still get the daylight in this section here.
Right.
You can have the bedroom here, and then as you come in, if you're getting older, you're looking for places, keep in mind, so even the place with the toilet is wider. So if you need a wheelchair, a walker, or something to assist you, this one already has the bars, but you want to make sure, there's safety here. And I talked about the shower. Now you've got the bars, but it's also got a stool. So
or the bench, right.
Yeah.
And it's wide. I mean, yes, you could get in there with crutches, wheelchair, walker,
plenty wide. Yeah, and then plenty wide to get into the closet, and some nice built-ins in the closet.
So they did put a lot of thought into planning for the future for someone who wanted to stay here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and so for 2-bedroom, 2-bath, so the other thing when it comes to 55 and older, they charge $1,200 a year for the HOA, and that's common maintenance, that's keeping up the neighborhood, but it also takes care of your front yard, and with this one in particular, it takes care of your backyard. So you're paying a little higher in the HOA, but they're maintaining your yard. So that's a great plus for someone who doesn't want to, mess with that. This one is listed at $299,500, which is around $194, $195 a square foot. So,
and they've come down. It's a reduction. I think they can't remember if they were $315.
Yeah,
maybe?
It was $314,900.
Yeah.
So it's at $299,500, and it's $190 a square foot. So you're finding some deals here in the area. And for this one, if you're wanting to downsize, get into a 55 or older community, it's great. So just thought I'd show you just real quick. What's nice is they screened in this part. We do get mosquitoes and bugs and all that fun stuff. You've got privacy. You've got the nice privacy fencing. So you can get out here and enjoy some fresh air.
Please hit the like button and subscribe if you are enjoying our videos, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think and what you'd like to learn about the Bryan College Station area. We're trying to be quick because a lawn maintenance crew just pulled up, so we're gonna be fast with this one. This is an example of a single family home that is pretty large, but also in a 55 and older neighborhood. It's also backing up to the Briarcrest, well, what used to be the Briarcrest Country Club area. The golf course is right here. It is now called the Phillips Center. It's the only public golf course in the area, and it's quite lovely. And so these homes, they back up to that golf course. This house is 3,187 square feet. It's on 0.22 of an acre. They're asking $590 for the house, which puts it at about $187 a foot, I believe. Yeah, $185 a foot. And it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home. Being described as a garden home. It is freestanding, nothing's attached to it. It has its own yard. Anyway, but it's still in the 55 and older, age-restricted community. And it's quite a lovely street. We'll show you around the street a little bit.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video where we've gotten into 55 and older community. You were talking about, we've got our pockets, but there's a real need.
There's not very much in this area. I did quite a bit of research. I was so surprised that there are just a few little pockets of 55 and older. And it makes sense when you think about Texas A&M and all the students, and half of the houses that are in our area are owned as investment property. And so the focus is so much on younger people that we don't have a lot of areas that are committed to 55 and older. So developers, please, we need some more of this in our community, because we certainly have old ags and people moving here from up north. You sold one to people that kind of do the snowbird thing, right?
Yeah.
So they don't last because there are not a lot of them.
Yeah. What we have noticed, though, is in these 55 and older areas is people are so nice.
Oh my God. We had such the best time visiting with some people.
Yeah.
People are like,
Neighbors are going to look out after each other.
they really do. They really do.
And hopefully we'll have a video for you later on this year of a new 55 and older community coming up.
Right.
It's been announced, but we don't have any pricing on it. We don't know how large it's going to be. Looking at the map, it doesn't look like it's going to be huge. It'll be a couple streets, but it's a really needed thing here in the area.
It really is.
Yeah.
So
make sure you like the video, leave a comment. We want to hear your comments, and share the video with people who you think would really benefit from seeing what we have in our content. And just remember, we've helped people just like you find the right place at the right time.
right here.